Hello and welcome to SEGA News Bits. I'm Barry, going solo on this episode to talk about the revolutionary news that SEGA had coming from a tech column in Famitsu. Now, as we said before, this is a tech column, tech and hardware column, so it's not going to be the new Sonic game, it's not going to be something super Western focused because it is a Japanese magazine, so put your expectations in check. I will say George was incorrect in thinking that the Game Gear Micro was going to be the Famitsu story. It's not.
Gotcha. Scared you.
So what is it? Well, it's something called Fog Gaming. And forgive me if I miss some of the specifics here because it is a very technical thing. But essentially, the Japanese tech journalist Zenji Nishikawa talked about this in Famitsu magazine. And Fog Gaming, it's a possible new platform that Sega R&D is looking at that is going to be utilized by Japanese arcades. The concept would essentially change how Sega approaches and operates arcades. And you have to remember, arcades are a strong focus for Sega in their home country. They own arcades, they sell machines to third-party arcade owners, and so this Fog Gaming, it promises ultra-low latency arcade games operating on a cloud-like service. So this is not cloud gaming, it's fog gaming. And what is fog gaming? Well, according to Twitter user Durkeys, he says the difference between cloud and fog. The main difference is that fog computing and cloud computing is that cloud is a centralized system, while the fog is a distributed, decentralized infrastructure. Fog computing is a mediator between hardware and remote servers. And what this could do is that it could drastically lower the cost of operating and owning an arcade machine. It could also allow players to play arcade machines remotely from their home. Now, you might be saying, well, doesn't that kind of kill the concept of an arcade? Well, first off, you have to remember that they could restrict this to after hours only. So it's like, well, once we close at 10 p.m., you can play from 10 p.m. until like 8 a.m. at home and enjoy these games still. And we get some of the money coming in. Some of the money goes to Sega. It might be something like that. The other idea here too is that there are arcade games that are in homes, but people still will go to an arcade and experience them because I've said before, arcades offer a very different experience from either enjoying the cabinet itself to being in the arcade setting to playing socially with other players. But really, if you're a hardcore fan of this, you might be out and about, play the arcade machines, and then you're at home one night, you're like, you know what, I want to play more of that game I really like, and you check it out on the online. So in any case, that's the news that's revolutionary. I've seen some people really saying, that they're disappointed, they're angry. Like, what were you expecting, guys? Come on, it's Japanese news, and it's from a tech column. This is actually pretty cool. I think this is going to keep Sega in the arcade business a lot longer than they may have been had they just continued to rely on, the existing models and the existing way that hardware is utilized. So we should be happy that they're trying to revolutionize it. And, who knows? This might be something we see someday in America. This might be something that allows us to play some arcade machine games from our homes. Who knows, someone might create some sort of cheat sheet so you can log in and try some of these games yourselves. But I'm just happy that Sega's still being innovative between this and the Game Gear Micro and the return of Sega Sanshiro. This is, to be honest, a pretty good 60th anniversary. So in the comments below, share your thoughts on the Fog, and